My lovely sweet Taurus, this is your horoscope for February 2024. And February will be another amazing and positive month. Just work with the planets and stay with me on your forecast. Let's begin with 5th of February, when Mercury, planet of communication, planet of signing contracts, this is our postman of our universe, moves into your 10th house. Now this is major month actually, Taurus, for you. February will be all about your career, all about your social status. And 10th house is, is the highest house, is like it is showing. If you look at the clock, it will show you 12, o'clock. So that is our 10th house. So this is the highest house, our social status house. So this house will be very important for you, and all the energies on the sky will gather up in your 10th house and move all the stories in your life there, unfolding one by one. So Mercury coming first to your 10th house will actually find Pluto at the door, bringing some information, communication, about your path that you will be taking for the next 20 years. Because Pluto here, it moved here last month and will stay here for 20 years. And this is first time in our lifetime we let's say we will be experiencing Pluto in Aquarius, which is your 10th house. And Mercury meeting up, conjuncting Pluto in Aquarius. This is also for the first time in the last 250 years, roughly speaking, because Pluto takes around 250 years to make full circle around the sun and to come back to the point where it was. And Mercury meeting up Pluto in Aquarius will be, let's say, in shock. And it will be the first to pick up the information from Pluto in this new placement in your chart. So here it might indicate that it will be showing you a glimpse to your future of 20 years. It might be also with some, let's say, officials, people from governmental structures. Might be it's about your education, the information that it will bring, Mercury here. It will put light on those topics, or maybe it's about your education or some job position that you will be thinking about to get it. Here Pluto positioning in your 10th house, it's like of a gift from universe for you. If you will work with Pluto for the next 20 years, it will take you that high up the ladder of your career ladder. During those 20 years, you might be overwhelmed where you will, position yourself in those 20 years, after those 20 years. So it's better to take advantage now to put the plans in motion so that you know where you're going and you will get it. And Pluto will help you to get it. But just one here remark that Pluto is the planet of pressure also. It likes to pressure us so that it will, it will give you the gift of being so high in your career, so high in your social status, let's say, very, maybe you might become some influencer or authoritarian person, someone with power, someone with big money, because Pluto rules big amount of money, huge. And it also rules groups, masses of people. That's why you will have that influence over them if you were, of course, work with Pluto. But Pluto will also show you all the ugly things that comes with power and big money. So I advise you to actually to get ready and to be prepared if you want to be on the top of the top. You will get there, but then you will learn some things that Pluto will teach. Okay, next, 7th of February. This is the sweet day for you, my dear Taurus. 7th of February, Uranus, planet of surprises, planet of all innovation, which is positioned in your sign, in your first house, will make beautiful contact with Moon and Venus. That those two will be together. They will be talking in your 9th house. They will be talking from your ninth house to Uranus. And Venus is the planet of beauty and money and love. And the moon is our emotions. So this connection, it might indicate spontaneous travel somewhere, or actually like if it's not a travel, then some sort of experience, like emotional experience. It might be some surprise or some kind of an emotion that you will feel so positive that will warm your heart, and you will remember it for a long time. And during at this day, 7th of February, Jupiter, giver of gifts, the planet of luck and fortune, planet of happiness, planet of opportunities, in your sign, situated until end of May, my dear Taurus, in your sign. You are the ones who are favored right now by the universe's gifts, let's say. So use this time, and especially 7th of February, because this planet, Jupiter, will make beautiful contact, sextile with Saturn from your 11th house. Now, Saturn is the planet of taking responsibilities, is the planet of long hours, is the planet of discipline. And, making beautiful contact with Jupiter from your 11th house might indicate that your wish might come true also on this day. 11th house is the house of our hopes, is the house of our wishes, and house of our future that we imagine for ourselves and plan also. It might be, if it's not about wish, then it might be about education. If you are, was hoping to like, let's say you applied to some university and you were hoping to enter that university, get a scholarship, then it might be about that. And don't have any doubts, you will get it, because Jupiter will give you that, and it might be that you actually earned it. Your hard work is paying off now, because 11th house is the house of harvesting results as well, the deserved ones. So whatever you've been doing in the past, now it's paying off. Isn't it amazing, my dear Taurus? Also, it might indicate about it might be about travel, or travel documents like visas, or let's say citizenship or residence permit if you've applied, or if you've been hoping to apply. This is your day. The answer might come to you, positive one, or it's a good day to go and apply for that. You might be, it seems like you might be a bit worried about some situation, but the outcome will be positive. You should not doubt anything. Planets are really working in your favor here, especially those two, Jupiter and Uranus, planet of luck and planet of surprise. So they have the all power, and do not doubt yourself or the results. They might surprise you in a very positive way. And they might, they have the power to deliver any wish of yours while they are in your sign, my dear Taurus. And also, if you are, at that age, like let's say, of becoming grandparent, then you might become actually around this date. And if you do, please leave in the comments, so I will be happy as well for you guys. Because around 7th February, it's all about your social status. Our social status change when we get married or we become parents or grandparents, right? So it might be that as well. Also, it's about legal process. If you are involved in some sort of legal actions, legal affairs, or legal cases, the outcome might positively surprise you too. And ninth house is actually also house of a second marriages. If you might be getting married second time, this is also a possibility. And it seems like you will be positively happy and surprised, let's say, if someone would propose you, your sweetheart or partner. And in general, ninth house is the house of luck. So dream big, my dear and sweet Taurus, and your dream shall come true. 9th of February, we have new moon in your 10th house. Now, new moons are all about beginnings, all about new stories, and they are all about starting points, And at this new moon, Uranus, planet of surprise, which is in your sign, will make harsh angle, to that new moon, suggesting you will have a situation. It might be that you'll have a situation concerning your job or marriage preparations, because at this new moon, also Mercury, planet of communication, and planet of signing papers, will be a little bit quarreling with Jupiter, planet of luck and fortune, suggesting your spouse or partner, or if you have a steady sweetheart, might not be supportive of your decision or thoughts on some topics. If you've been discussing some topic intensely recently, then this might come up as well. And let's say there could be another situation. Let's say you got a job at this new moon, because new moon is new beginnings, and happening in your 10th house of career, well, which is like a new story there. And let's say you've got a job or promotion around this new moon, but it involves new job involves like long hours, let's say, and quite a lot of, let's say, efforts from your side, because this job might be so, let's say, high profile job, or higher, like more responsibilities, higher position, and actually leaving you less time to spend together with your partner, with your spouse, sweetheart, and your partner won't be happy about it. It might be this, or but I see that your wish will be anyhow a priority for you. It seems like that. And if it's not that, then someone older, like your father or grandfather, will be very supportive of your dreams, of your wishes in that situation. You will also have support from your ruler, Venus, planet of love, planet of beauty and money. That will be situated in your 9th house at that time. And whatever situation will come up during that new moon, my dear Taurus, it seems like you and your partner, your spouse, will still have, let's say, a lot of love for each other and respect. If it's not about, let's say, job position, then it might indicate about marriage preparation. If you're getting, married, and it's likely, highly possible, and you are, all busy about this preparations, then this, how to say, a little bit tension might come up around that topic as well with your sweetheart. Or if it's not that, then maybe your situation is about becoming parents. 10th house is also a social status house. Becoming parents might be the topic of your concern between you and your spouse. Or it could be about salary rise, let's say. It could be also that situation. But anyhow, whole month of February, you will be having, somehow very adventurous mood, somehow very like education and travel mood. And I don't think, honestly, that you will be much bothered by the news of that new moon. Next, 13th of February, Mars, planet of action. This is our engine, our motivation. This planet makes us to go out and do things and everything possible to achieve our goals. And Mars moves into your 10th house, finding Pluto there at the doors of your 10th house. And when Mars moves into your 10th house, it might show you actually like a quick preview which direction your life will be taking you in the next 20 years in terms of your career, in terms of your social status, because Mars is of planet action, and finding Pluto there, Pluto is for 20 years a guest in your 10th house of career. Very powerful placement. And Mars coming here will, stir up Pluto's energy, and it might actually pick up the news from Pluto and show you a little bit of, trailer of your next 20 years. The next day, 14th of February, Valentine's Day, Mars will make exact conjunction with Pluto. They will be together, and it might indicate even more, it might some sort of like a life path might appear in front of you, but that's only up to you if you will follow that path for the next 20 years. And their conjunction also about, there's a chance of proposal, and or you're gonna propose, and that proposal will be from, let's say, someone powerful. If you receive the proposal, then the proposal will be from someone powerful, someone influential, and let's say with a big pocket of money. Or might be also, if it's not, then might be it also could be a domineering person, a little bit dominant, and a little bit authoritarian, let's say, likes to give pressures, or maybe his career is that sort of, let's say, from governmental structures like police or tax authorities or banks, financial institutions. And if you say yes, actually, if your answer will be positive, then it will be for a long time. That whatever, let's say, deal you're gonna strike on this day, that will stay for a long. Or if it's not about proposal, if your situation does not resonate with it, then it might be about a job offer, some kind of offer might come up from someone like that. Again, someone from authoritarian, someone powerful. And that job offer actually might be somewhere in those kind of governmental structures. Maybe you're gonna start your career, or education, starting from education, let's say in a police school or banks or finances. This kind of studies might be attracting to you. Also, it could be also houses of detention. Maybe that kind of career also attracts you. Or if it's not about that, then it might be that you will get recognized for some your work, or you might get a higher position at your company that you currently are in, or you might receive a prize or get nominated. Actually, that prize or nomination will put you in a position of power and authority. It might also happen, so that your ruleship era will begin, let's say. 16th of February, Venus, your ruler, planet of love, planet of money, and planet of beauty, will follow her lover, Mars. There are two cosmic lovers, Venus and Mars. They are a couple of the universe. And Venus following her lover into your 10th house, but she will meet Pluto first at the doors of your 10th house. And around this 16th of February, somehow the coldest day and night might appear around this day. It's like in that legend, the myth about Pluto kidnapping a beauty, in the beauty symbolizing warmth and the harvest. That's why it might also indicate for the cooler days. It might be also that these are two planets of money. Pluto just the big money planet, and Venus is smaller, let's say, money planet, and it might indicate a good salary or double salary around this date. On 22nd of February, Venus finally will meet up with Mars, and they will meet up in your 10th house. This event of Venus and Mars conjunction, it happens once a year usually, and happening perfectly around February for the Valentine's Day. It might be that if you haven't had, let's say, time because of one or another reason celebrating Valentine's Day with your sweetheart, then it might be around this date, 22nd of February, when Venus will meet her lover Mars, and you will cuddle up with your partner and show affection to each other. But just a small word here, that conjunction will be moon will be opposing it from your 4th house, and Jupiter, planet of luck, will be also in a harsh angle from your 1st house. Here might be the situation that let's say you moved in with your boyfriend or sweetheart, and you haven't told about this to your parents, and here your mom might become aware of this situation, and or your partner's mom might find out also about this situation. It's about like if you start dating or even got married secretly, and your mom may not like it and confront about it. Or it might be a situation that, let's say, you might want to spend time with your sweetheart, but you will have to travel for that, and you will do so according to planets indications. And if this does not resonate with you, then it might be about some documents, like there might be some issues, like let's say lack of it or mistakes in it. You might have to sort out something concerning your immigration status or job position, let's say, if you've been promoted recently. 19th of February, Sun, the light of universe, the light of our life, life giver, moves into your 11th house. 11th house is all about our wishes. It's a global house. It's the house of internet. It's the house of future. And Sun moving to your 11th house, illuminate your hopes, plans, and future, and also your social life. You might want to get out more, or you might want to meet new friends around this day. And February will close with full moon happening on 24th of February in your 5th house, house of true love, a house of kids, house of business. This full moon will appear in a compatible earth sign like yours, my dear Taurus, and at this full moon, Sun will be conjunct with Pluto, planet of transformation and change, and Mercury, planet of communication. And full moons, they generally all about endings, about bringing last dot, last sentence, last act. They are finishing something up, and appearing in your 5th house, it might indicate there might be some situation already, let's say, was bubbling up, and building up. And it might be that you will need to be honest, you will need to be open with your partner, about some matter, to speak, let's say, real and solid, your wishes, your, to be speaking directly your terms, what you want, let's say, out of the relationship. And as it is, 5th house is the house of the relationships that are just started. Like if you are dating someone, start dating someone recently, or relationships are still, let's say, fresh, then better to actually say out loud your plans, your future plans, your vision of your future. And if your partner is in there, and if you plan the future for together, it's better to be all the time honest. And this full moon might bring you this feeling, and this is the advice of this full moon. And Jupiter will help you in that. Jupiter is giver of gifts. He's a planet of luck. It will be pushing you to be open and, let's say, honest with yourself and with your partner. Full moons, in the 5th house also might bring to surface some love secrets, because 5th house is the house of love. So, like secrets of a being there, a third person, let's say. So about love triangle. So be careful here. If it might end, and this full moon will put an end to these kind of relationships. But I think looking at your chart, it's not about this mostly, but it might be in some, let's say, Taurus's lives. Or also, you will have to decide about your future with your sweetheart. It might indicate as well this. If it's not about, if your relationship is open and honest, and you feel that you are 100% saying what you think, what you feel, and what you want, and your partner is listening, and there is a mutual understanding, then it might be about kids this full moon. Then the talk and the things that you need to talk through is about kids, maybe about pregnancy situation. If it's not about love or kids, then my dear Taurus, maybe in your life it's about business. If you are a business owner, if you are individual entrepreneur, then it will indicate that you might think of a strategy of future plans, like step-by-step plan how to open the business or how to develop it further. If you have already, because you will realize that the path is actually very hard, like difficult, and you will need to put their hard work. It requires more efforts from your side. You might actually think of giving up opening a business, but my advice, don't give up, because Jupiter is in support of this full moon, and Jupiter is the planet of happiness, planet of joy, and it will give you that determination, that belief in yourself, in your abilities and skills, and your future. And even if you decide that that or this business will not suit you, then there will be plenty other like things and talents that you would want to develop, because Jupiter will be pushing you to open up for the world, my dear and sweet Taurus. This was your horoscope for February, and so far February is a sweet month, and I wish you the best possible February. Tell me all about it in the comments. I would appreciate it. And don't forget to check your moon sign and rising sign too, because those are also important. Will give you a fuller picture of the month ahead, because they, in some people's lives, rising sign is much stronger, or moon placements are very strong, so they affect more stronger in the lives. So check on those two signs too. Kisses and hugs, my dear Taurus. Bye.